What is up, everyone? Your boy Boyo's back, and welcome to sorry. Welcome to my review of Detective Pikachu. This will be a three-parter. Part 1 will go over the first half of the movie. Part 2 will go over the second half, and Part 3 will go over my overall thoughts on the movie. Now, I didn't pay full attention, so bear with me here, but I know what's going on for the most part. I'm not going to do another review of this, but I will watch the movie on Netflix just so I can get the full story. Okay, let's get started. Segment 1, small details. Now, these are just small details within the movie that aren't important to the plot, but just stuff that I want to talk about. The TV scene. Okay, so now when Tim walked into his room, saw the TV on and quickly turned it off, one of the characters quickly said something about a snake. This reminds me of Atkins, the original snake Pokemon, and my favorite snake Pokemon. And so, yeah, Atkins is a cool Pokemon, and that little TV scene kind of reminded me of Atkins. Rayquaza sticker. Now, when Tim walked into his room, I saw this amazing Rayquaza sticker on the wall. It was just so cool. Like, where do I get one of those? Like, sign me up. Where can I find one of those? Like, on eBay? Maybe. The Dragon Trio statues. Now, when we first get a look at Howard's office, we can see the statues of Dialga, Palkia, and Arceus. The three coolest legendary Pokemon in Pokemon overall. Especially Arceus. Arceus is amazing. But you can tell that the studio behind this movie put a lot of work into these statues. They put a lot of work into them to make them look cool. And they really are cool props, not gonna lie. Tim could be mixed. Now, I don't really have a problem with mixed people. I have a sister who's mixed. I love her, but you can't really trust her. I'm not really going to explain why, but yeah, I have nothing against those types of people. Just a little something that I noticed. Tim might be mixed in the movie. So, yeah. It's possible, but it's possible that he could also be Mexican or Asian, but he doesn't really have those types of accents, so the most logical conclusion is that he's mixed. And like I said, I have no problem with those types of people. Just a little something I noticed. The inclusion of Cynthia. So, towards the end of the movie, we see a girl working for her news team, and she asks Lucy to get her some coffee. Like, go get me some more coffee, Lucy. And she's like, okay, Cynthia. Like, dude, like, I'm so freaking happy that they included Cynthia into the movie. I didn't even know that was Cynthia at first. But yeah, like, they included her. And let me tell you, it really was a good idea to include her, because she really is a popular character, especially within Gen 4. And so I'm really stoked that they put Cynthia into the movie. It truly was an awesome idea. There might be one dirty joke. Now, when Tim and Pikachu are walking for the carnival, Pikachu makes a dirty joke. I'm not gonna explain what it is, because, this is YouTube, and that would go against the community guidelines, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It has something to do with, you know what, I'm not even gonna go there. Segment 2, in the beginning, Howard might be the villain. Now, for this one, I should have wrote Howard is the villain, because as soon as I heard his name, I just knew he was going to be the villain of the movie. Plus, there was many hints that he was the one who attempted to kill Harry Goodman. Like, there's just many hints, and you could just tell that he was the villain from the very beginning. I don't know how I could tell. I'm guessing it's from the hints that they gave. But, it's fairly obvious that Howard is the villain of the movie. It was obvious from the start. Right, like, I could just tell. Something told me that he was going to be the villain. Don't ask me how, but, yeah, I knew Howard was going to be the villain of this movie. Lucy is the key. Now, what I mean by that is that Lucy is the key to stopping Howard. Because when we first meet Lucy, she explains that she works for the news team, and she has a strong passion for solving things. And by the way, when you work on a news team, your job is to investigate happenings around town, whether it be small or big, and report those happenings on TV. Like, you're supposed to report what's going on. That's the job of a news reporter, to investigate small happenings and report them. So if Howard were to be reported, then yeah, he would be fucked. Believe me. Law within the movie is stupid. Okay, so when Tim is riding on the train, we hear this lady giving some announcements. And it says that whichever region they're in, there's no Pokemon trainers, no Pokeballs, and no Pokemon battles. Now, dude, like, why the fuck would you add this into the movie? Like, why? Like, if you don't have any of that stuff, it completely defeats the purpose of Pokemon. Those are the 3 main things you're supposed to do in Pokemon. Train, catch, and battle. Like, really? Like, why the fuck would you do that? It completely defeats the purpose of Pokemon. Not overall, but it defeats the purpose of the most fun things you can do in Pokemon. Now, I have a theory that The reason the wall is like this is that Howard had something to do with it. I'm guessing that he wanted to achieve peace within the region, but he went about it the wrong way. This most likely is what happened. This most likely is what happened. It most likely is why all this stuff is not allowed. So, yeah. I understand that he's trying to achieve peace, but like I said, he went about it the wrong way, you know? And this leads me to my next point. This stupid wall within this region actually leads to underground Pokemon fighting. Now, I don't know what led to this big fight scene. I just know it had something to do with Magikarp. I don't know what led to this fight scene, but to me, it seemed more like a Pokemon riot than a battle. In all honesty. That wasn't no Pokemon battle. That was a Pokemon riot, bro. That's what it was. Segment 3. The middle. Harry Goodman is dead. Or at least we think he's dead. Now, after the whole big underground fight scene, Tim almost gets arrested. And a Japanese guy explains to him that his father is dead. Because the whole car crash happened. There was an explosion in the road, causing the car to go over the ledge, hence leading to the death, or possible death. Excuse me. Hence leading to the possible death of Tim's father. Okay. Now, just remember this little scene here, because it will play a big role later on in the movie. It really is sad that this had to happen. But you know what? I got nothing to say. It's just a sad scene, especially Tim and Pikachu were talking about it, and yeah, Pikachu, he was actually pretty nice about it, about his father dying, and, well, can you blame him? Death is a serious subject. It really is. So, yeah. Rip Harry Goodman. I hope you're doing better in heaven. Amen. I guess. Mewtwo, possible villain. Okay. The reason I thought Mewtwo could be the villain is because, well, I looked up from my phone, and what he was doing just seemed really villainous, and I thought he was attacking Tim and Pikachu. But no, Mewtwo is not the villain. I found out later on that he's not. He's actually, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen this, Mewtwo is actually on Tim's side. So, yeah. Come on. You know what? I'll just ignore that. Okay. Now on to my final point for part 1. Pikachu singing the Pokemon theme. Now I actually really love this scene because I'm sure anybody can relate to this. Pikachu was just walking around singing the Pokemon theme while crying. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it really is a classic anime opening, and I can truly see any Pokemon fan singing this opening while crying. Cause not gonna lie, it really is a good opening, especially if you're a classic Pokemon fan. I mean, I couldn't see myself singing it while crying, but for a hardcore Pokemon fan, I could see them singing this whilst crying at the same time. Okay, that's gonna do it for part 1 of my Detective Pikachu review. I hope you guys are tuned in for my part 2 review. So, yeah. Look forward to part 2. That's gonna be coming tomorrow. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.